Here with Hofstra women's basketball head coach Christy Kilburn-Stavesky following a 75-53 loss at Columbia. Coach, your overall thoughts on today?
Obviously, we didn't accomplish our consistency goal coming off a win and being able to come in here. Obviously, a little undermanned, and not having Ajane was certainly a blow to us. But you saw how well we played him in the first half, and just trying to get over a 24-6 deficit in the third quarter with just tons of unforced turnovers and just mistakes being made, very for no reason, is a tough blow. So I mean, that's what we are talking about to our team right now is, how do you have that fight? You come out, you're playing great, and then you have just a dismal, third quarter. And I felt it coming. I called a quick timeout, about 6 minutes. We're only down by 3, and you could feel the wave coming. And it's, again, had a lot of young players on that floor, freshman and sophomore on that floor. And, if we learn something from this, this will be a plus moving forward.
Coach, you saw Alexis and Aliana getting some foul trouble, especially heading into that second half, and that just really turned things around.
Well, that's it, right? It was tough enough that we had to play the whole first half without Aliana, so you don't have Nay, then you don't have Aliana because she gets 2 quick fouls, which you're not going to get anything on your court here, and so that happens, right? So you're already, barely playing 7 right now, and then you do that. Then she gets, like you just said, the third quarter. Then that's that question. You play them with 4 and 3, and because the deficit was just out of hand. So tough as a coach. I play them and they foul right then, and they foul out, and then we lose in the same deficit, and then you're the person why'd you put them back in. So I talked to my staff about that at the start of the fourth quarter. It was like, there you go again with that 50-50 gamble. Do you try to play them? So it's tough. That's a tough call, and it crushed us. But the unfortunate thing was how we were getting crushed was so unforced, no pressing. And I think the young crew, need to pay attention to that, and because it's going to be a rude awakening moving forward when we get fully loaded.
Yeah, it's talking about getting fully loaded. You got 10 days until your St. Bonaventure game. And you get some the transfer rules are then lifted. Some of your players just talk about the expectations.
Yeah, I mean, obviously if we have 4 more healthy people coming back by the 21st, that would be nice. So hopefully that's what we're shooting for. Been proud of this group though. So today's not a wonderful day of being excited about the deficit and how we finished up here. But overall with the efforts out of these guys. We're 5 and 6, I think, right now. I think we certainly need to be 500 heading into conference, and I think we can be that. I knew this was going to be a tough night in conference, knowing not only the teams that we're playing, but the situation that we had ourselves in. With our bench situation and stuff like that. So if we can come out of here 6 and 6. Like I said, some games we only had 6 players, and then we better be shaking our head and saying, hey, we can move forward and we can continue to get better. So, that's the learning piece. I mean, I wish it could be switched just like this. I wish the light bulb could be switched. I mean, I think Alexis is learning game by game. I think Carson's had a really good start of the non-conference today. Wasn't her best. And stuff happens like that. Unfortunately, when you're thin on the bench, it's a little bit more. What's the adjective here? Just noticeable, and you can't, there's not a lot more people that can help because you don't really have the numbers game to kind of help somebody get out of their own way a little bit. So, it's never, obviously, I was never one player. I mean, here's a game where you did shoot 40%, but you had 21 turnovers and they scored 29 points off of turnovers. And then they crushed us with 17 offensive boards. Those were your controllables no matter who you are. We did not do a good job boxing out Zimmerman. It is what it is. The deficit is what the deficit is. Obviously, we're not a 20-point team, worse than Columbia, but it is what it is. And kudos to them for putting us on us when when the chips were down on us. So, tough enough, like you said, to win this game, and then not have Aliana, not have Lex, and not have Nay, and in those moments, it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Yep, we'll be ready for the 21st, though.
Thank you.
Thank you.